What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be checking out Joni Mitchell's Hejira album. A lot of you guys requested that I check this one out next. A lot of people said that this was their favorite. One thing I've noticed as well is that a lot of people like have a vast, difference in like what's their favorite album from Joni Mitchell, which I think is very interesting. Like nobody, it seems like for every like five people that say like Hejira is their favorite album. I'll see another five people saying the Blue album is their favorite. Another five saying what's that other album? But you know what I mean. Like everybody, it seems like it's very like variety heavy on what's like their favorite Joni Mitchell album, which is very cool. But yeah, this is her eighth studio album, released in 1976. Man, I'm doing these albums all out of order too. It's kind of you know. Messing with me a little bit, but yeah, released in 1976, characterized by lyrically dense, sprawling songs as well as the overdub, fretless bass. Oh yeah, I remember that he was playing bass on. I think it was Hajira, the title track on this album, or maybe on all the tracks on this album, maybe. But continued the musician's journey towards a freer, jazz-inspired sound. Yep. So yeah, in genres, folk rock, folk jazz. Okay. And yeah, it's only got one single, and that one single I've already heard. So I heard the single and the title track. Yeah, the title track. So I did both of those from side one, and number 11 on his list of best album covers. I didn't even know that was a thing. Best album covers. Well, the album cover is pretty cool. Hey, you know what? It reminds me of this like Long Road. That was using another album cover from what's that group name? Like U2 or something. Oh yeah, hold on, let me see something real quick. Because that was definitely used like in another album cover. And if or maybe it's just like a super popular road. No, that wasn't from YouTube, by the way. I forgot the name of it, but I remember seeing that same exact road in another album cover that I've heard a song from. But nonetheless, I'm super excited to check out more Joni Mitchell. I got the handy dandy lyrics pulled up as usual, but I'm gonna try to just like chill, like and not like take each song as like this thing that I must know all the ins and outs of before I lose my mind doing that. But yeah, so I got the lyrics pulled up, but it's not gonna be like I'm investigating each and every sentence and whatnot, trying to figure out what it all means. But I'm just gonna chill, have the lyrics up. I can look over at them when I want to understand what's being said, and boom, that's about it. But yeah, that being said, we're gonna go ahead hop into track number two actually. This one's titled Amelia. Let's check it out. Let's go. Super hyped for this album.
I was driving across the burning desert when I spotted 6 jet planes, leaving 6 white vapor trails across the bleak terrain.
Interesting.
It was the hexagram of the heavens, it was the strings of my guitar. Amelia, it was just a false alarm. The drone of flying engines is a song so wild and blue. It scrambles time and seasons if it gets through to you. Then your life becomes a travelogue of picture postcard charms.
pause, quick pause. What I'm finding very interesting about this song, just from a production standpoint, is just how much everything is like blending together, as well as it is, because like it's a lot happening if you actually listening to it, in the production on this song, but it's all like blending together pretty well. But yeah, so far this one's nice.
Have
I'm enjoying it.
found their paradise. Others just come to harm. Amelia, it was just a false alarm. I wish that he was here tonight. It's so hard to obey his sad request of me to kindly stay away. So this is how I hide the hurt as the road leads cursed and charmed. I tell Amelia it was just a false alarm. A ghost of aviation. She was swallowed by the sky or by the sea. Like me, she had a dream to fly. Like Icarus ascending on beautiful, foolish arms. Amelia, it was just a false alarm. Maybe I've never really loved. I guess that is the truth. I've spent my whole life in clouds at icy altitudes and looking down on everything. I crashed into his arms. Amelia, it was just a false alarm. I pulled into the Cactus Tree Motel to shower off the dust, and I slept on the strange pillows of my wanderlust. I dreamed of 747s over geometric farms. Dreams, Amelia, dreams and false alarms.
Wow, that was okay, man. That's one way to start it. That was just a super beautiful laid back song. If I'm being honest, I that's the thing though with Joni Mitchell's songs is that like it's always like I find like this balance between like trying to, enjoy the song for what it is and what it sounds like and whatnot, and actually trying to understand what's being said. Because like I enjoyed the song, but I have absolutely no idea what like the song in its entirety was about. A lot of mentions of planes and travel and dreams and whatnot. and false alarms. Literally every verse ended with Amelia. It was just a false alarm. Um, so yeah, it was, I don't know, interesting song. Definitely would be curious to go back over this one with lyrics and understand it a bit more. But man, that was just such a beautiful song, and I like that at the heart of it, it was still just a folk song, but it has so many toppings, if you will, wrapped on top of it to kind of give it a more beautiful, warm feeling. And yeah, that was just really nice song, Amelia. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to track number three, Fury Furry Sings the Blues. Interesting. But yeah, that was a really nice song. Holy smokes, that was so good. And also, I like just the amount of instruments and what was happening within the song. And the way that it all kind of came together. Like it didn't feel like a whole lot was like, or that the amount of instruments and whatnot was crowding the song. It just all came together really nicely on that one. Um, so yeah, Furry Sings the Blues. Let's check it out. Okay, wait, I actually kind of spoiled myself, but apparently this was based on a real story, meeting with blues legend Furry Lewis. I didn't even know that was a person. Uh, okay, spoilers, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Old Beale Street is coming down. Sweetie's snack bar boarded up now. And there goes the tailor, and the shine boy's gone, faded out with ragtime blues. And he's cast in bronze, and he's standing in a little park with his trumpet in his hand, like he's listening back to the good old bands and the click of high-heeled shoes. Old Furry sings the blues, propped up in his bed with his dentures and his leg removed. And Jenny's there for her kindness and Furry's beer. She's the old man's angel overseer. Shops glitter like gold tooth caps. In the gray decay, they chew the last few dollars off Old Beale Street's carcass. Carrion and Mercy, blue and silver sparkling drums, cheap guitars, eye-shaped and guns, aimed at the hot blood of being no one. Down and out in Memphis, Tennessee, Old Furry sings the blues. Bring him smoke and drink,
I like that
and he'll play
harmonica
for
in
you.
there.
It's mostly muttering now and sideshow spiel, but there was one song he played I could really feel. Furry's got no buddy. Old Furry's got no. There's a double bill murder at the New Daisy. The old girl's silent across the street. She's silent, waiting for the records beat. Silent, staring at her stolen name. Diamond boys and satin dolls, bourbon laughter, ghost history falls to parking lots and shopping malls. As they tear down Old Beale Street, Old Furry sings the blues. He points a bony finger at you and says, I don't like you. Everybody laughs as if it's the old man's standard joke, but it's true, we're only welcome and spoke. W.C. Handy, I'm rich and I'm fair, and I'm not familiar with what you played, but I get such strong impressions of your heyday, looking up and down Mobile Street. Ghost of the dark town society come right out of the bricks at me, like it's a Saturday night. They're in their finery, dancing it up and making deals. Furry sings the blues. Why should I expect that old guy to give it to me true? Fall into hard luck and time and other thieves, while our limo is shining on his shanty street. Old Furry sings the blues.
Wow. Hey, I'm really liking these tracks a lot. Like from the production standpoint, once again, I don't know. I'm just really liking where this album is going and how it's sounding. This one was cool. I really enjoyed it. Especially it being based on a real and true story. Also, it having that harmonica in there to really give it somewhat of a blues feel. The bass on this one also was really nice. I wonder if Jaco Pastorius is doing bass on all of them. Let me see. Okay, no, he is only doing them on 4 of the tracks. Who's on this one then? Uh, Max Bennett. But yeah, that was just a really solid track. It wasn't really, I feel like, a whole lot to take in from this one. Like it wasn't like a super deep song or anything. It was just kind of more or less like about her experience in meeting Furry Lewis. But I guess even still, you can kind of unpack some stuff from this one. But yeah, that was a really solid song. Definitely enjoyed it. And yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next one, titled "A Strange Boy." Let's check it out. Man, also I just want to point out it feels so like weird not like paying a whole lot of attention to the lyrics, like cuz like like it just feels like I'm missing like a whole half of the song whenever I do this, by the way. Like I'm looking at lyrics but I'm not like dissecting them and trying to understand what it all means, so it feels like I'm missing like a huge portion of the song in a way. But I guess this is like the old school method, right? Where you just listen to the song and figure it out as you re-listen to it. But yeah, next track, "Strange Boy." Let's go.
A strange boy is weaving a course of grace and havoc on a yellow skateboard through midday sidewalk traffic. Just when I think he's foolish and childish and I want him to be manly, I catch my fool and my child needing love and understanding.
Interesting.
What a strange boy. He still lives with his family. Even the war and the Navy couldn't bring him to maturity. He keeps referring back to school days and clinging to his child. and bullied. It's crazy wisdom holding on to something wild. He asked me to be patient. Well, I failed. Grow up, I cried. And as the smoke was clearing, he said, give me one good reason why. What a strange, strange boy. He sees the cars as sets of waves, sequences of mass and space. He sees the damage in my face. We got high on travel, and we got drunk on alcohol and on love, the strongest poison and medicine of all.
The strongest poison and medicine of all.
See how that feeling comes and goes, like the pull of moon on tides. Now I am surf rising, now power strips of sand at his side. What a strange, strange boy. I gave him clothes and jewelry, I gave him my warm body, I gave him power over me. 1,000 glass eyes were staring in a cellar full of antique dolls. I found an old piano, and sweet chords rose up in wax New England halls. While the boarders were snoring under crisp white sheets of curfew, we were newly lovers then, we were fire in the stiff blue-haired house room.
Okay, that one was definitely more, of a folk rock song, I would say. Also, very interesting track as well. Strange Boy. To me, I was looking at lyrics. To me, it seemed like it was just like the story of a guy who didn't, or refused rather, to grow up, and he said, "Give me one good reason why you should," and about them falling in love, I guess, and then this fourth verse, while the boarders were snoring under crisp white sheets of curfew, um, I I don't know. I guess they had a kid together or something. I'm not sure, because there is mentions of a kid, but clinging to his. Oh no, it's clinging to his like childhood. Okay, um, but yeah, that was an interesting song. I definitely enjoyed it, but I wouldn't say it was like on the same level as the previous two tracks. But yeah, nonetheless, though, it was still a really good track. Definitely enjoyed it. More of a folk rock song than the previous ones as well. But now we're gonna move on to track number. Wait, no. We're gonna move on to track number 6, technically, from side two, "Song for Sharon," because we already did the title track. And boom, let's go ahead and check it out.
I went to Staten Island, Sharon, to buy myself a mandolin. chugging back with a belly full of cars, all for something lacy. Some girl's gonna see that dress and crave that day like crazy.
Man, these are some really good songs, like the
Little
vibe.
Indian kids on a bridge up in Canada, they can balance and they can climb like their fathers before them. They'll walk the girders of the Manhattan skyline. Shine your light on me, Miss Liberty, because as soon as this ferry boat docks, I'm headed to the church to play bingo. Fleece me with a gambler's flocks. I can keep my cool at poker, but I'm a fool when love's at stake, because I can't conceal emotion. What I'm feeling's always written on my face. There's a gypsy down on Bleecker Street. I went in to see her as a kind of joke, and she lit a candle for my love lock, and $18 went up in smoke. And I left my man at a North Dakota junction, and I came out to the Big Apple here to face the dream's malfunction. Love's a repetitious danger you think I'd be accustomed to. Well, I do accept the changes, at least better than I used to do. A woman I knew just drowned herself. The well was deep and muddy. Shaking off futility or punishing somebody. My friends were calling up all day yesterday. All emotions and abstractions. It seems we all live so close to that line and so far from satisfaction. Children, Mama and Betsy say, find yourself a charity.
Like those background
Help the
vocals.
needy and the crippled, or put some time into ecology. Well, there's a wide, wide world of noble causes and lovely landscapes to discover. But all I really want to do right now is find another lover. When we were kids in Maidstone, Sharon, I went to every wedding in that little town to see the tears and the kisses and the pretty lady in the white lace wedding gown, and walking home on the railroad tracks, or swinging on the playground swing. Love stimulated my illusions more than anything.
Man, the storytelling too.
And when I went skating after Golden Reggie. You know it was white lace I was chasing, chasing dreams. Mama's nylons underneath my cowgirl jeans. You showed me first to get the kisses, and then you get the tears. But the ceremony of the bells and lace still veils this reckless fool here. Now there are 29 skaters on Walnut Rink, circling in singles and in pairs. In this vigorous anonymity, a blank face at the window stares and stares and stares and stares and stares. And the power of reason and the flowers of deep feelings seem to serve me only to deceive me. Sharon, you got a husband and a family and a farm.
Okay.
I got the apple of temptation and a diamond snake around my arm.
Oh, I like that verse. Holy smokes.
You still have your music, and I've still got my eyes on the land and the sky. You sing for your friends and your family. I'll walk green pastures by and by.
Mm. Wow. Joni Mitchell, man, incredible storyteller. Absolutely incredible storyteller. The song itself was just such a vibe as well. But from the moments that I actually started paying attention to it, oh man, it made me regret not really paying attention to the song more in detail. Earlier I was kind of just vibing to it and listening to it. But yeah, I really like the storytelling in this one. The storytelling is really deep in this one. It seemed to me to be about like a woman who was like fiending for marriage, but never, finding the right one, as opposed to Sharon, um, who does find marriage. But I'm not sure what Sharon's whole, thing is. Maybe she despises it or something. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I really like that concept of just someone just insanely madly desperate for love. That yeah, like she talks about like the one dress in the storefront, and how it's kind of like she's fiending for that essentially. And when she what was it? Where is it? Oh yeah, and also how she was basically saying like she would go to weddings just to see, the bride walk down the aisle in the white dress, and like then she would like walk along the railroad tracks, and and on the swing, and just think of love, and that like fueled her illusions and all that. Like I don't know, man, it's just such a crazy good storytelling song in my opinion. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That was sick. That was really sick. Uh, oh yeah, verse 8. And when I went skating after Golden Reggie, it was the white lace I was chasing, chasing dreams. So yeah, I don't know. It was just such an interesting song. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Um, but yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next one titled Black Crow. Let's go ahead and get the lyrics up for that one, and boom, here we go.
There's a crow flying, black and ragged, tree to tree. He's black as the highway that's leading
What
me.
is this song? Wait, hold up. I gotta run this back. What is this song? Like the way it sounds is very. I don't know what like I'm hearing, but I might be over exaggerating a little bit. But
There's a crow flying, black and ragged, tree to tree. He's black as the highway that's
I like the
leading
sound of this
me.
one.
Now he's diving down to pick up on something shiny. I feel like that black crow flying in a blue sky.
Okay.
I took a ferry to the highway, then I drove to a pontoon plane. I took a plane to a taxi and a taxi to a train. I've been traveling so long. How am I ever gonna know my home when I see it again? I'm like a black crow flying in a blue, blue sky. In search of love and music, my whole life has been illumination, corruption, and diving, 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 diving down to pick up on every shining thing, just like that black crow flying in a blue sky. I looked at the morning after being up all night. I looked at my haggard face in the bathroom light. I looked out the window and I saw that ragged soul take flight. I saw a black crow flying in the blue sky.
Wow, I really am digging how unique all of these songs sound. Like they all sound like very standalone, you know, like they're all different in their own way. And this one was definitely more of a simple song in terms of like the lyrics and meaning and whatnot. It's probably a bit you can, you know, take away from this or unpack from it as well. But yeah, it was definitely more or less on the simpler side of you know, her music. But I really enjoyed this one. The sound of it, it had a very just, I don't know, unique sound to it. I really enjoyed it. Um, Also, what was interesting was, you know, the emphasis on colors. And one thing I've learned from certain songs is that colors can, you know, play a big part in emphasizing certain emotions, right? So the whole black crow flying in a blue sky, I was trying to figure out like what exactly that means, or maybe I'm overthinking it, but um, yeah, that was just very interesting to me. That one specific part. But yeah, other than that, it definitely seemed to be more of a simple song in terms of what she's talking about. But yeah, that was Black Crow. Now we're gonna move on to track number 3 from side 2. Yeah, yeah. Blue Motel Room. Let's check it out. Man, this album so far though is really nice.
I've got a blue motel room with a blue bedspread. I've got the blues inside and outside my head. Will you still love me when I call you up when I'm down?
Mm. Okay, this one definitely has more of a jazzy feel to it, like that.
Here in Savannah, it's pouring rain. Palm trees in the porch light like slick black cellophane. Will you still love me when I call you up when I get back to town? I know that you've got all those pretty girls coming on, hanging on your boom, boom pachyderm.
What?
Will you tell those girls that you've got German measles? Honey, tell them you got germs. I hope you'll be thinking of me because I'll be thinking of you while I'm traveling home alone. Tell those girls that you've got Joni, she's coming back home. I've got road maps from 2 dozen states. I've got coast to coast just to contemplate. Will you still love me when I get back to town? It's funny how these old feelings hang around. You think they're gone? No, no, they just go underground. Will you still love me when I get back to LA town? You and me were like American peace talk. In some neutral cafe, you lay down your sneaking round the town, honey, and I lay down the highway.
Interesting.
I've got a blue motel room with a blue bedspread. I've got the blues inside and outside my head. Will you still love me when I get back to town?
Nice, very nice. Also, another pretty straightforward song. You know, just basically about her uh, concerns of being loved when she comes back to town and whatnot. But um, yeah, that was just a very really good song. I love the jazzy feel of it. And yeah, the overall just storytelling throughout was pretty nice as well. Just about her concerns about being loved when she comes back to town. That's basically it. Um, and like I like how in like the first chorus she was like saying like tell him that you got germs to try and keep like other women away from her and whatnot. And um, also the second one when it's like when she's like you and me we're like America and Russia and we have to have ourselves a peace talk. Also the whole we're balancing the power, we're always balancing the power, meaning that at times he's more in control, at times she is, I guess. um but yeah, nonetheless, this was a really nice song. Joni Mitchell, as I've said numerous times, amazing storyteller. But yeah, now we're gonna move on to the final track, Refugee. Or no, wait, I thought refugee was spelled with two E's. Refuge of the Roads? Is that what it's called? How it's called? Let me see. I thought refugee was always spelled with two E's. Okay, yeah, it is. So refuge of the road. I've never even heard that word. Condition of being safe or sheltered from pursuit. Okay. Oh, okay. No, no, no. I get it. Never mind. Um, all right, let's check it out. Final track.
I met a friend of spirit. He drank and womanized, and I sat before his sanity. I was holding back from crying. He saw my complications, and he mirrored me back simplified, and we laughed how our perfection would always be denied. Heart and humor and humility, he said, will lighten up your heavy load. I left him then for the refuge of the roads. I fell in with some drifters, cast upon a beach town, Winn-Dixie cold cuts and highway hand-me-downs. And I wound up fixing dinner for them in Boston, Jim. I well up with affection, thinking back down the roads to then. The nets were overflowing in the Gulf of Mexico. They were overflowing in the refuge There were good times in the cities. Oh, radiant happiness. It was all so light and easy till I started analyzing. And I brought on my old ways. A thunderhead of judgment was gathering in my gaze. And it made most people nervous. They just didn't want to know what I was seeing in the refuge of the roads. I pulled off into a forest, crickets clicking in the ferns, like a wheel of fortune. I heard my fate turn, 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 and I went running down a white sand road. I was running like a white-ass deer, running to lose the blues to the innocence in the earth.
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
These are the clouds of Michelangelo, muscular with gods and sun gold. Shine on your witness in the refuge of the roads. In a highway service station, over the month of June, was a photograph of the earth taken coming back from the moon. And you couldn't see a city on that marbled bowling ball, or a forest, or a highway, or me here least of all. You couldn't see these cold water restrooms, or this baggage overload, westbound and rolling, taking refuge in the roads.
That was a very interesting song as well. I feel like I got the gist, the basic gist of it. It's basically like her saying like, I'm leaving all my problems and worries behind and just, becoming the refuge of the roads. Basically just, taking shelter in, I guess, like nature and just traveling and stuff like that. Um, that seemed to be like the main, thing of it. But yeah, that was a really nice song though. Like I said, I really, really like the direction her later albums kind of took with embracing more of like a I wouldn't say entirely jazz feel, but like I like that her albums became more complex as time went on. I mean I don't mind the simpler albums, where it's just like her and a guitar or whatever. But like I really do like the style of these, more complex songs that, she has for sure. But yeah, that was Refuge of the Road. Definitely enjoyed that one. Really nice vibe. Honestly, all of these tracks have a really good vibe to them, to be honest. Definitely like a super chill album. Um and I like that not every song as well of hers is like super, intense. Some of the songs you can kind of just understand what's being said just by listening to it. Others you just kind of have to listen to it a couple times to really get a better meaning for it and whatnot. But let me just pull this up real quick. But yeah, that was the Hejira album. Really enjoyed that. Oh my goodness, and yeah, factoring in that Coyote and Hejira were both songs on this album. Hey, that's tough, man. This is a really good album. See, but that's the thing. One thing I've noticed, and I feel like probably everybody who listens to music and loves music notices, is that things change, of course, and more importantly, I feel like whenever you listen to something, the second time or third time around, that's when you really, really get a good sense for an album. But I feel like first time around here, this was definitely I got a really good sense for this album, but um, I feel like I won't appreciate it, as much then as I no. Yeah, I won't appreciate it as much, until I listen to it a few more times. Because right now, I mean, I love it, but I feel like I wouldn't appreciate it as much, the first time as compared to like the third time. But yeah, great album. Loved all of the songs. Favorite. Okay, favorite of the new songs that I heard today. Um, mm, man, there's some really good ones. What was this one? Oh yeah, this was the one with the harmonica and the Amelia. I think that one was all right. I don't think that was like one of my favorites. Strange Boy. I think this one was really good. Song for Sharon. Oh, I remember really liking this one. The storytelling on this one was insane. Um, Black Crow, that one was cool. Blue Motel Room. I like this one a lot too. Um, Also, you know what? I like that the songs have a bit of meat to them as well. Like one thing I noticed, and I didn't mind on her other albums, but like a lot of the songs were just, like you have like some 2 minute, 3 minute long songs or something like that. Like I said, I don't mind them, but like I like songs when they have a little bit of meat to them, especially when it's like a good song and it's only 2 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, come on. Especially you just want those good songs to have a bit of meat to them. But all in all, great album. Really enjoyed it. I definitely understand the hype behind it, and I'm super excited to re-listen to it and just go through all of these songs with the lyrics pulled up so I can hopefully get a better sense for them. But yeah, it's been taking me a while actually to even like re-listen to her stuff. I just re-listened to the Blue album for the first time like a couple days ago, so I'm a bit behind on that, but yeah, I'm trying. Um, and what else did I want to say? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I wanted to know what does this Hajira mean? I think I did search for it before though. Let me see. Yeah, 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 I remember. I think in the Hajira reaction, I looked at it, but interesting. I wonder why she titled the album this. Then I wonder because I mean, knowing Joni Mitchell, there's definitely going to be a reasoning behind a lot of what she does. Uh, oh, here we go. Mitchell later stated that when she chose that title or the title, she was looking for a word that meant running away with honor. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess some of the songs are about her. I mean, wait. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of the songs were about like her kind of running away. Refugee of the Rose, Blue Motel Room. She was the one, constantly on the highway. Black Crow, that one not as much. It was kind of more of her looking for love, but I guess finding or looking in the wrong places rather. Um, Song for Sharon, somewhat, I guess. Um, Hejira, I have to re-listen to that one, but probably, I mean, it's literally titled Hejira. Strange Boy, I don't remember. But yeah, a lot of these songs were about like kind of her running away, so that's interesting. But yeah, I really enjoyed this album. If you guys enjoyed it as well, make sure you smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. That being said, much love, stay safe, and peace out.